Hello friends, this is Meenu. Welcome back to my channel Storytale. I know that Halloween is officially over, but for me it's not. I enjoyed doing the first video so much that I wanted to do another one. I will give you the link of my first video in the description down below, or you can check it in the eye. For the Halloween day, I wanted to pick something very spooky but not very scary, so I picked up Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerry Maniscalco. This year has been very good in terms of books for me. I loved so many books, I tried so many genres, and I actually loved most of them. So it's gonna be very difficult for me to pick my top 10 at the end of the year, and I do not know how I'm gonna decide what will be the best and what will be the least of that list. It's gonna be very difficult. I'm gonna have to nitpick some things, and I know some of you gonna hate me for putting their favorite book in a very lower category. I know, and I apologize for that. There's nothing I can do. There are so many books that I've read that I do not know what to choose and what to just leave. So I'm gonna run you through the plot and the characters and my overall thought of the story. Kingdom of the Wicked is everything you need for a Halloween read. It has witches, it has princes of hell and demons running around. It has everything, and I loved every bit of it. The story is the main soul of the book. It was so interesting, so fast paced, so exciting that I enjoyed every page that I read. I'm not gonna give any spoilers, so you do not have to worry about that. I'm gonna keep it totally spoiler free because this book needs to be read without any spoilers. I do not want to spoil this book for you. The story is about Emilia and her family who lives in Italy and owns a family restaurant. There are also witches, which has to be a very heavily guarded secret because nobody can know that, because of course it was 19th century and it was not acceptable. People were getting burned because of that, and of course it's not possible right now also, I know, but I just wanted to mention that. At the core of the story is Emilia, who is a very simple girl who has a dream of just owning a restaurant with her own menu. She is very opposite to her twin sister Vittoria, who is very bold and very wild compared to her. Even though both of them are very different from each other, they still love each other very much. That is why when Vittoria was brutally murdered one night, the only thing that Emilia thinks about is taking revenge on the person who killed her. In the quest of vengeance, Emilia meets Wrath, who is one of the Prince of Hell and also known as Wicked. He promised to be on her side and protect her always, but what he says, even though it's always truth, is never completely honest. But with the gates of hell weakening and demons running around the earth, she has no choice but to align with the wicked, and it's always better with the devil, you know, right? From the first page onward, you get the overall theme of the book. The story is set in the 19th century Italy, and that made it more interesting for me. The story is told from the point of view of Emilia, who does not want anything to do with the witch's life. She just wants her own restaurant and just wants to set her own menu. Her twin sister Vittoria is very different from her. She is very wild. She is a risk taker. That is why she ends up being more in trouble than usual. No matter how different both of them are, still they are connected and still they are very much bonded. Both of them wear the same amulet which was given to them by their grandmother when they were little kids. Both these amulets are very strong and they are not supposed to touch either. That was the only warning that their grandmother gave them. But of course they were kids, they did not know better, and they did committed a mistake when they were kids, and that resulted in the gates of hell opening. One night when Vittoria misses her family dinner, Emilia goes in search of her, only to find her heart ripped out and a very handsome stranger looming over her and tasting her blood. The horrified Emilia attacks the stranger, who flees anyway, but she did end up getting his blade, which was very useful in her quest of vengeance. After that, the real journey of Emilia actually begins. In order to uncover the mystery of her sister's murder, she ends up using some dark spells, and she does end up summoning Prince of Hell, Wrath, and by the name you can figure out what kind of sin that he possesses. At first, of course, both of them do not like each other. Emilia has always been warned against the wicked, and him not always being totally honest with her didn't help either. But of course, both of them do not have much of a choice. Emilia needs his help in uncovering the truth, and he is bound to Emilia because of the spell. So they have to work together to uncover this mystery and save the world in the process. The story and the world building is the best part of this book. We get to learn many legends and the stories, and they were very intriguing and sometimes very brilliant. The another best part of this book is that you cannot trust anybody except for Emilia. Everyone is manipulative, everyone is hiding something, so it becomes very hard for you to trust anybody. Even the other main character Wrath, you cannot trust him completely, and I really like that. I do not like the predictability. It is also very funny at places. I especially enjoy the banter between Emilia and Wrath. Those were some of the most funny scenes. I especially love when there's a prophecy involved in a story. I think it makes it more interesting. The stories and the legends that we learn of hell and its princes was also very well done. Overall, I'm just very much impressed with the plot of the story. Now let's get on to the characters. Of course, my favorite character is Amelia. I loved her. I loved watching her. I loved her scenes. I especially enjoyed her character development. She was just a normal girl who abides by the rule, who does not care of the witch world, and then suddenly her world turns upside down. She believes all the legends in the story now, and somehow she is in the middle of it. The amulet that she thought was just a legacy was actually a very powerful thing, and now the Princess of Hell are actually after it. She's not a badass like we generally read about heroine in a story. She's actually very scared. She's a normal girl, but she has no choice whatsoever. She has to be brave. She has to be determined because she does wanna take revenge on the people who actually killed her sister. She is scared and she gets manipulated, and she has near death experience like million times in the book, yet she never gives up. She desires Wrath but does not fully trust him because she knows better. She is not a damsel in distress who needs saving. She does have one or two spells under her sleeve. Her determination is the best part. She knows that she cannot fight the demons or the hell alone, and she is not powerful enough, but still she does not give up. The other character of course I enjoyed was Wrath. I loved him in every scene that he came. There were many pages that he was not there and I actually missed him. He was very funny, and his banter with Amelia was the best part of the book. He of course cares about him, but he does have ulterior motive, and I love that. I did not mind that he was not predictable. I actually love that better. He was a prince of hell, so of course he spent most of his time in hell. So there are certain things about humans that he does not know. So those scenes when he finds out for the first time, those scenes I really liked. And there were also other princes of hell. Each prince represent a different sin, and their powers are actually related to that. Anyone who comes in contact with them gets affected by their power, which was I think a brilliant inclusion to the story, and I really enjoyed reading about that. I want to read more about that in the future installments. At first I didn't realize this was supposed to be a series. I thought it was an independent book. So by last few pages I was wondering how she's gonna complete it, because there's still so much I wanted to know about the book. There's still so many legends I wanted to see. I wanted to meet other princes of hell, so I didn't know how she was gonna end in so less pages. So after the cliffhanger, which was very exciting, I realized that okay fine, it's gonna be a series, and I hate that. I am someone who actually hates waiting. That is why I'm very reluctant to pick a new release, because now I'm gonna have to wait I do not know how many years for the second part of this book. And after that cliffhanger I want to read more. I want to read more about Amelia and Wrath and their romance and the whole story altogether. My overall experience of this book was great. I loved reading it, especially during the Halloween. I loved it. I'm going to give it 4.5 stars because it was nearly perfect for me. And of course, I'm going to recommend it to you because I think you need to read this, because this is a very interesting story. I hope you enjoy the holidays, because I enjoyed it and I loved making this video for you. And if you like the same, please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. And until then, see you.